Hello everybody and welcome to Coffee That Duts here. How are we all? On a day when Liverpool would host the dirty, horrible scum of Manchester and we would get the red side of Manchester in Manchester United. So, bit of a crisis in relation to our fullbacks. We've obviously missing Trent Alexander-Arnold and Gomez. Both players have played there recently. So, he's played Milner there in the last game, and Milner was fantastic. Let's be honest, Milner is fantastic. So, let's not forget, Nathaniel Clyne was the England right back before he got injured, and he's had a lot of problems with his back. So, Klopp goes with Nathaniel Clyne. Now, my big fear going into this game was obviously when would Clyne's legs fall off, and they never. Liverpool's back four: Clyne and Robbo, Lovren, Verge. It's the midfield we've been crying out for. Fabinho finally cementing his place in the middle of the park with Keita and Wijnaldum. Technically, that is the dream midfield. I mean, what a midfield that is. A collection of some of the finest players. You got a Brazilian, a Dutch, and a Naby. And then the front three. Beautiful thing about the front three with Fabinho, Salah, and Mane. You never know where they're going to play. Now, in this formation, we was kind of playing a 4-3-3. Or if you want to say it's a 4-1-3-1. Basically, you've got Fabinho as the holding centre mid. You've got two players playing off in and Naby and Wijnaldum. And then you've got the midfield linking up with that attack, which is so interchangeable through the course of the match. You've got Bobby playing as an attacking centre mid. You've got Salah playing as a forward. Then you've got Naby Keita playing as a left midfielder and Mane playing as a right midfielder. There's so much interchanging that it must be a nightmare for any defence. And let's be honest, Manchester United's defence is horrific. They lose Smalling in the warm-up, so they go with Eric Bailly, who is shocking, and they play with a back three. Basically, Manchester United go out and defend. I actually made a comment, and I think it was a little bit unfair to me mates back home. Are we playing West Bromwich Albion? Because that's how poor this United team looked. I mean, we dominate the first 10 minutes. We're passing the ball, we're moving the ball beautifully. Everybody is up for this game. Imagine if this was your first game. Imagine if this was your first experience at Anfield and you are rocking in, let's say from America. Steve, I'm talking to you. And you get to sit in the main stand and witness this spectacle of, let's be honest, people call it the El Clasico, but it's bigger than the El Clasico. It's Liverpool versus Manchester United, two of the biggest teams in the world, playing against each other in Anfield, the most beautiful, iconic stadium with the greatest fans in the world. Imagine this being your first experience at Anfield, witnessing that cop sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" under that atmosphere with all those miserable Mancs in the Annie Road. Oh, it was unbelievable. What an unbelievable first half performance. We score a goal, 25. Lovely bit of play. Again, ball gets knocked back. Fabinho just takes 3 or 4 steps back. Looks up, dinks the lovely ball over the top to the man we call Sadio Mane. And Mane rises up like a salmon, controls it on his chest, waits for it to fall. We think about the chances that he missed against Napoli in the Champions League. Well, you know what? He was banking them, saving them for this moment, and he didn't disappoint. Annie Road end in front of all those miserable Mancs. De Gea tries to do his best Schmeichel impression coming out with his legs, and Mane lets it drop, slots it through his legs in the back of the net to give it Liverpool 1, horrible Man United 0. Cough for that, Mourinho. And really, the bus that was parked in front of the goal was penetrated by a bit of wonderfulness from Brazil. Just dinked into Mane. What a phenomenal goal it was. Really was brilliant. One of the best goals we've scored this season. All the hype going into this game was how good Alisson is. It's like I said in the 80s, Neville Southall, Bruce Grobbelaar, who's the best goalie in the league? Well, it's very similar now with Alisson and De Gea. And in this very poor, underperforming Manchester United team, De Gea is the shining light. And let's be honest, he can make some unbelievable match and game-winning saves. Not today, though. So anyway, they get a break down the left. Now, my problem with this is it's a new team, and we knew Mourinho was going to pepper us down the left side of the field because obviously Nathaniel Clyne hasn't played forever. He's our 4th choice right back at the club currently. I don't even remember the last time he was on the bench, to be fair. And you've got that big gap then between whoever's playing on the right side of midfield. It was Mane for a bunch of the time, with Salah playing as the striker. But Mane will defend and will help out. But there's the problem. The ball breaks on down the left, which is really Man United never even went down the right. I don't think in the entire first half. It was all trying to get in, trying to pick the bones of Klein. Klein was brilliant today. Klein's probably my man of the match. I thought Klein was absolutely brilliant. To go in with all that pressure of not playing, being fourth choice Liverpool right back, and then to have that game. And like I said, he was England right back before he got injured. So to have all that pressure on his shoulders, I think he went out and to prove the point, and he ran his socks off. He ran his socks off for the entire match. Well, anyway, they break down the left, or Liverpool's right side, and there's 3 passages of play there. We could do better here. We could do better there. We could do better there. And it's Klein not making a tackle. It's Lovren not blocking the cross. And then as the ball comes in, Alisson spills the ball, and we don't react, and they score a goal, and it's 1-1. And you just think to yourself, oh, it's going to be one of them. I mean, at half time, we get in. We've been dominant in the game. We dominated possession. We dominated chances on goal. There's only one team going to win this game. And I actually said to myself, we're going to win this 3-1. I was all right. When Man United scored, I was all right. Where in seasons past, I would have lost it a little bit. I would have been upset. But I was cool and calm and collective, and I was all right in the faith that I've got that lot can comfortably beat that lot. So second half, United changed a little bit. They changed what they were doing on the pitch. They changed formation. They went to a 4 from a 3 in the hope that they could actually get out. And Liverpool didn't let them. We penned them in. We peppered the goal. We tried to penetrate. And again, it's the coolness and the calmness that we play with. When your centre-halves are coming up and shooting the ball from 25, 30 yards, it tells me there's only one team in this game. United just tried to break. Let's be honest, it's the worst United team I've seen in my lifetime. I don't ever remember seeing anything like this. When Marouane Fellaini's your best player, and let's be honest, he's your best player. And he made a difference when he came, and he did. Straight away, he's defending corners. We must have had about 900 corners in this game. Not that we did anything with them. We had one corner that we played short in the second half, where we play a ball to the back post to Lovren, and Lovren gets up, and it's defended well by Manchester United. But we knew if we keep shooting, and I think we had 38 shots on goal, or 38 attempts on goal, should I say. I think it was about 13 or 14 that were actually on target. Because United have got this big red bus parked right in front of their goal, there was going to be something that was going to break this down. So what does Klopp do? Klopp turns to the man who can score overhead kicks in the Michigan massive Big Al Stadium in America against United on his debut. So he brings on the Shaq, the Shaqiri, the little monster, the human cube, the power cube. He's a beast. I mean, he's an absolute beast. He's just got all the confidence in the world in his abilities, and he's boss. I love how confident he is. So he comes on, and I said to my wife as I was watching the game with Shannon, and went, listen, he's going to score with his first touch. I'm like, and I was doing commentary, and Shaqiri comes on the pitch and scores with his first touch. Unbelievable. Well, you know what? It wasn't far off that, because we get the ball played into Shaqiri. Mane gets the ball on the left, dribbles, brilliant. What a player can do when he dribbles, cuts it to the byline, plays the ball in, deflection. De Gea gets a touch on it with his foot, falls to Shaqiri, he blasts it, Tony Uboa style, underside of the crossbar, in the back of the net to make it Liverpool 2, Manchester United 1. Cop for that again, Mourinho and United. And then 5 or 6 minutes later, we get the icing on the cake, that massive cherry. Man United are trying to press, trying to get forward for the first time in the match. They can't get by Virgil van Dijk and Lovren, who were impervious today, in relation to Robinson and Alisson and the big La, Nathaniel, man of the match, Klein. Solid back four. Nothing Man United can do can penetrate, and Shaqiri gets another little bit of interplay. He's playing right midfield now. Liverpool gone 4-4-2. Plays a ball into the striker. He runs to support the striker. Fabinho knocks the ball into... Oh, I'm sorry, I was just doing my best Gary Neville impression there. How do you feel your Man United did today, Gary Neville? That was Gary Neville. I had no answer. Because he's shocked that his team are that bad. Anyway, moving on from Gary Neville. Ball into Fabinho. Fabinho tries to play into Salah. Salah can't turn. Ball breaks out to the man the legend, the power cube, Shaqiri, and he just slots it. Bottom corner, boom. Another little slight deflection, but it goes in. Hey, if you have 30 plus shots, nearly 40 shots on goal, you expect a couple of them to can off a defender here and there and fly in the back of the net, and that's exactly what happened today. Mourinho's very honest at the end of the game. He basically said, without saying it, Pogba's crap. Why would I play him? I mean, you think about the level of garbage they've signed. I would love Sanchez in my midfield. I would love Pogba in my midfield. Those two legends. They got rid of Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan was scoring goals today. Got rid of him, bombed him off. Just so funny, the demise of this team. But let's not concentrate on the shite that is Manchester United. Let's just really focus on the mighty Reds. And we were brilliant today. We were absolutely brilliant. It's one of the most dominating performances I've ever seen. I want to say I take no satisfaction from this win, but I do, because we were amazing. So that's it. Liverpool win 3-1. Mourinho, like I said, gives a very honest interview at the end of the game, basically saying his team's crap. Klopp comes out and basically says his team's boss. We go back top of the league. This has been the most insane ride of games I've ever seen. We're breaking record after record after record in relation to the stature of this side, in relation to where we are. Are we starting to dream? Are we starting to think, I don't like to say, is this our year? The old cliche, but are we thinking that we could do this? The game in a couple of weeks against Man City, away, is going to be humongous. It really could be already in January a title decider. So let's see how we get on that. If we get on that, little bit of distance. Our Arsenal drop points today. Tottenham should have lost points yesterday. Dirty, horrible Spurs, you lucky buttes. So let's just see if can we pull away, get a little bit of daylight between us and City. I think we can. We've got Wolves coming up this weekend. Cough for that, Wolves. You're going to get smashed as well. All right, that's it. An amazing day, an amazing game, an amazing time to be a Red. Again, I'm Duts. This has been Cough for That. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you do, throw a like on the video. Check out Cough for That on Facebook and subscribe to the channel. That way, and click on notifications. That way, you never miss a video. All right, Reds. You'll never walk alone. Have a boss Christmas. Ta-ra for now. Ta-ra. Ta-ra. And you'll never walk alone.